Have I betrayed myself? Have I lost my mission? Am I shrinking to fit her needs? He doesn't need to chase her, because when you stand still in strength, the right woman sees your value, and the wrong one drifts away, on her own. That's what makes him attractive. Not noise, not pursuit, but presence, anchored, calm, immovable. Seneca taught, a wise man is content with himself. This is not arrogance, it's centeredness. It's the understanding that peace doesn't come from her affection. It comes from your alignment. When you embody this, you don't fear distance, you embrace it, because distance filters the temporary. And the man who is truly grounded, he's not afraid to be alone. He's afraid to lose himself trying to please everyone else. And once you begin to see through the eyes of a Stoic, the question becomes simple. Now that I understand, how do I rise? If you made the mistakes above, it's not too late. But your next move can't be about her. It must be about you. Start with silence, not the silent treatment. Stoic silence. Let her feel the space you once filled. Let her wonder what shifted. Then turn all your energy inward. Train harder. Work deeper. Think clearer. Speak less. Recommit to your vision. Surround yourself with men who build, not beg. Cut out noise. Eliminate distractions. And most of all, stay patient with your growth. Because the man who rises from being ignored is not the same man who begged for validation. He's sharper, calmer, less available. Not out of spite, but strength. And that change is felt without a single word. She'll notice, but by then it won't matter. Because you'll be a different man. A man she can never ignore again, but might never reach again either. Epictetus once said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Not freedom from women, freedom from emotional dependency. This is how you rise. Not with noise, not with rage, not with revenge, but with discipline, vision, and a quiet fire inside you that no one can touch. The man who rebuilds from the inside doesn't need applause, doesn't need closure. He just needs purpose. /N/Nan, that brings us to final truth. When she ignores you, don't lose yourself trying to make her care. Stand firm, train harder, build yourself quietly. And remember, a woman's silence doesn't define your worth. Your reaction does. Subscribe for more if you're ready to build the kind of masculinity that doesn't chase, but attracts. Stay sharp, stay calm, stay rooted. The mission isn't to win her back. The mission is to never lose yourself again. Because once you reclaim that man, you'll never have to chase again. And she'll never forget what she lost. She doesn't yell. She doesn't storm out. She just goes quiet. And somehow, that silence is louder than anything you've heard. You've been there. Every man has. One moment she's all in. The next, her energy shifts. The text slows down. The tone changes. Eye contact feels like a chore, and you feel it in your gut. That sinking, gnawing feeling you can't quite explain. This isn't about fear. It's not even about heartbreak. It's about confusion. The kind that rips a man apart because he doesn't understand where he went wrong, or if he even did. But the truth is, it's not the silence that hurts. It's how we respond to it. And most men respond in ways that destroy everything. Let's talk about that. But if you've ever been in that silence, you know the real pain doesn't come from her. It comes from what starts happening inside you. When a woman starts ignoring you, it doesn't always come with drama or a fight. It's subtle, gradual. She becomes emotionally unavailable, yet physically present. That's what makes it confusing. You replay conversations in your head. You double read every message you've sent. You ask yourself 100 versions of the same question. What did I do wrong? And from that question comes anxiety, insecurity, obsession. You start walking on eggshells, trying to say the right things, do the right things, be the man you think she wants, hoping she'll return to how she was. But she doesn't, and that's the pain. Not her distance, but your reaction to it. You stop being who you are. You become a version of yourself built on fear, not self-respect. It's the fastest way to lose not only her, but yourself. You see, The silent withdrawal isn't what breaks a man. It's his panic response, the shame of feeling unwanted, the fear of being replaced, and the illusion that your worth lies in her attention. Many men collapse here. They abandon their purpose, their strength, their discipline, just to win back what they never truly had. But the wise man, he learns, he pauses, he listens to the silence, and lets it teach him, because sometimes the silence is the greatest mentor a man will ever have. And beyond that silence is the most uncomfortable truth. It forces you to face the parts of yourself you've been neglecting, the parts you buried under validation, approval, and emotional dependency. Most men aren't afraid of losing her. They're afraid of facing who they are without her. And it's in that pain where most men go wrong. Not because they're weak, but because no one ever taught them what not to do. Mistake 1, chasing harder. When she pulls away, you try to close the gap. More texts, more compliments, more attention. But this only amplifies imbalance. It turns you from a man of value into a man of need. What used to be calm confidence becomes emotional urgency. And the moment a man chases, she stops feeling safe because she senses desperation. Mistake 2, begging for clarity. You ask, "What's wrong?" over and over. You want answers. But the more you ask, the more she pulls back, because she can feel your instability. And nothing kills feminine attraction faster than masculine insecurity. When a man constantly seeks reassurance, it shows he's not grounded in himself. He becomes emotionally fragile, and that fragility pushes her further away. Mistake 3, over-apologizing. Even when you didn't do anything wrong, you say sorry. You try to make peace with a war that hasn't been declared. This reeks of desperation. It tells her you fear losing her more than you value yourself. Apologies become a currency for approval. But true masculinity doesn't beg for peace. It creates stability through presence, not pleading. Mistake 4, trying to win her back through gift, flattery, or favors. It feels noble, but what it shows is insecurity. You're trying to prove your worth when a high-value man doesn't need to. He lives in truth, not performance. This behavior tells her you believe love can be bought, not earned through authenticity. And no woman stays with a man she feels superior to. Mistake 5, losing your masculine frame. You become emotionally reactive. You spiral. You talk too much, reveal too much, try too hard. You abandon the strength and calm that once attracted her. This signals instability. And for women, instability is danger. She wants a man who can stay calm under pressure, not one who crumbles when she pulls back. These mistakes are common, and every one of them makes her feel what she doesn't say out loud, that maybe you're not the man she thought you were. But this isn't a death sentence. It's a wake-up call. And if you're paying attention, it's also the beginning of something far greater. But here's the truth most men never hear. You don't have to stay stuck in these mistakes, because there is another way, a way built not on reaction, but on reason. A Stoic man doesn't panic. He observes. He listens to silence like it's a signal, not a sentence. When she ignores you, it's not your job to fix her. It's your job to stay rooted in who you are. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. A woman's emotional distance isn't your responsibility. Your reaction is. A Stoic man doesn't react impulsively. He pauses. He recognizes the difference between love and attachment, between affection and approval seeking. Instead of seeking answers from her, he reflects inward